Danny, firstly, that performance, it looked very good indeed from where I'm sitting. What did you make of your team today?
Yeah, look, I think we make no bones about the fact that the 2 points we got away from home, the 1 point we got away from home and the point we got at home against two very good sides was something we need to build on. And the bounce, the vibe, the intensity in training has been outstanding this week. And I think you saw the benefits of that today. And I thought we were good first half. And the second half was all about, can we go another gear? And I think that we've proved that we can. So I was delighted with them.
Is that what you asked them at half-time, just to step up once more?
Yeah, I think if you look at the first half, it was really small details. It was finite moments of just weight of pass, maybe an overtouch, maybe too many touches that kind of cost us good goal-scoring opportunities. And I think second half we probably could have scored 6 or 7, if I'm honest, with the quality of the play, the intensity of our play. So that's all it was. Calm down, make sure we take care of the small details. Can we go another gear with regards to the intensity? And then if you do, it's a bold statement, but I said I promise you'll get what you want, and luckily enough they did.
Well, you say luckily, but how pleasing is that for you, that I suppose the development that you've had just in the short time with this group of players?
I think that when you come into a dressing room, there's a lot of experienced players in this dressing room. Sometimes it's hard to gauge how they're going to take it because we're coaching. We're not just coming in to put sessions on so they can go out and play because they've got experience. We're coaching. We have a style of play that we want to kind of implement. We have players in the dressing room that I think can get better. So they've got to embrace that, and to the man they've done that. And you'd have seen even the boys that weren't in the squad today, they're at the side of the pitch and they're congratulating everyone, and that's the environment that we want to create. So yeah, it's been brilliant.
A big impact from a debutant, I should say, today. Bryant Belongo playing on the left-hand side, has got himself a goal and an assist. You must be pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, look, Bryant came in. Look, we have to remember that he hasn't been in the last 2 squads. So one of the things that we talked about was everything needs to improve. The intensity needs to improve. The energy in the room needs to improve, whether we're doing an analysis session, whether it's training. And you'll reap the rewards of that. And he's been outstanding this week in training. And so he deserves his start. And it's a little message to the squad. We have to maintain our standards in training from an intensity perspective. We're going to make mistakes, of course. But the work ethic of the group needs to be up there. And we've bared the fruits of his labour today because he was brilliant, especially second half.
I just wonder how much you were trying to guard against, because the result last week was outstanding by National League standards, let alone for Eastleigh in the league position they are. Was there any worry that you thought that might be sort of off the Lord Mayor's show today?
I think I'd be lying if I said that we haven't tried to reinforce the fact that as good as the point was at Chesterfield, these are the games we really need to get some points out of. So we did do that, obviously, but do you know what? I have a lot of trust and faith in this group, and I'm sure we'll have some lows and we'll have to work through them, but we're on a bit of a bounce at the minute, and so go and enjoy yourself. That has been the message every training session. I want them coming into the building looking forward to it, and I want them going onto the pitch, and I want to see them smiling, because we all know if you're happy then we're probably doing stuff right. So keep that energy, maintain that confidence, maintain the smile on the pitch, and I think we'll be all right.
And that's what you're taking to working home to working on Tuesday, I presume.
Exactly. Yeah, I've not even looked, and don't tell me, but I've not even looked at today's results because we're not interested. It's about us and what we're trying to do, and we'll work on the fact of we know that if we perform like that, we've got a very good chance of getting another 3 points on Tuesday.
And I haven't forgotten, this is the first time we've interviewed you since you've given the job permanently. How pleased are you? And I suppose how certain were you that you could prove yourself to the board here?
I think you have to back yourself. As we said before, and apologies for repeating myself, but normally when an interim or a caretaker comes in, someone's already in the building. So to take the role not knowing what the outcome's going to be is obviously a gamble. But I spoke to Anwar and we agreed that this is a great gamble to take. And it's something that we backed ourselves to try and make a difference and a change. It's early days, but I think people can see we have put something into the team that maybe wasn't there before, for whatever reason that was. And I'm delighted to be here. I've made it clear from the start that I wanted the job. That was the conversation with Damon when we first talked about coming in as an interim. I want the job. And I suppose there's no better way of trying to get one than coming in and showing what you're about. So I'm delighted.
I know they went through as they usually would do here at Eastleigh, went through a sort of scrupulous diligence process with other candidates as well. I suppose you're in a race at that point, aren't you, to prove yourself?
Yeah, yes and no. I think that like I said after the Chesterfield game, if that was my last game, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great experience to come in and work with a group of players that they're good people, and there's good people at the club. And Damien and the owner and the club, they have to do their right thing by the business. It's a business at the end of the day. They want to try and stay in the National League, and they have to make sure they get the right candidate. And I think from my perspective, I know that I've got better tools than I had maybe last time I was in the league. So it was just having the opportunity to go and show that and prove that. And for that opportunity, I thank the club. And for the next opportunity I've now got, I thank them again.
We don't really have to ask you about what the target is for this season. It's to be outside the bottom four, presumably.
100%. And I think that the good thing for us in one way is that we've got enough games to focus on us, and it's in our hands. The negative thing is, obviously, we're in a very precarious position, and the league's so tight, and there's teams down by us who are in good runs of form. So, look, it's never going to be easy, but we've got the confidence that we believe we can do it.
And certainly for this performance today, it looks very much like you'll be able to do it, or certainly have the tools.
Yeah, well, look, we won't get ahead of ourselves. And even after the game now, I've dragged the players in because we're acting like we've just secured safety, and actually we've won one game since I've been here. So let's remember that, and let's make sure that we get ourselves focused for Tuesday.
Congratulations today, Danny. Thank you so much for joining us straight after the game. Really appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.